What's up, you guys? My name is Patrick and thanks for checking back in at my channel. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button for me because I come out with videos every single week. Alright, let's get into our video. Alright, before we get into our questions, I want to update you guys. I just finished taking my first exam for PA school, you guys. Yes, I did. It was for anatomy. And overall, I think I did a good job. There's always room for improvement, of course. And so I'm going to look back and see how I can change my study habits to improve my grade. But yeah, I started PA school a couple weeks ago. And so that's why I haven't had time to actually, make a new video for you guys. And so I've just been studying because let's be honest, it's been a couple years since I've actually, sat down and studied again. And so it's hard to get back to that mojo of studying. All right, let's get into the good stuff. Let's get into the questions. I've been getting a lot of questions about PA school, especially on my YouTube and on my Instagram. So feel free to jump over to my Instagram because I love interacting with you guys. Okay, so let me get to these questions. All right, so the first question I have here is from Sarah. I'm gonna leave your last name private because I'm gonna respect your privacy. But the question is, what other schools did you apply to? So let's backtrack. Schools that I applied to, should I just list them out for you guys? I don't know if I should do that. Okay, here we go. So I applied to other schools in New York. I'll mention some. I applied to Pace University. I applied to Hofstra, St. John. I also applied to Pacific University in Oregon. I submitted to a lot in California, I'll say that. Charles Drew, University of the Pacific. So I just listed some for you guys. I don't want to list all of it because I don't want to persuade you guys on what you guys should apply to. You guys should definitely do your research and apply to whatever school you guys feel comfortable and you guys feel that you guys fit for. I actually kept everything in this journal right here. So all the schools and all the requirements and what I had to do is listed in this very neatly organized journal just so I know what's going on. All right, the second part of Sarah's question is, what did you do for patient care? So for my patient care, to put it simply, I was a medical assistant. I took vital signs, I took people's height and weight, history, allergies, etc., etc., etc. I took people into their consultation rooms. I was there to help them with pre-op and post-op. All right, the next question I have here is, why did you choose PA over MD? All right, so this is a very typical question in most PA interviews. A very quick response for you guys right now is I chose PA because of the lateral mobility of the profession. And what that means, if you guys don't know, is lateral mobility gives you the option to change specialties throughout the course of your professional career. And so with the PA, you are trained under the generalist model, which means you are trained everything from like pediatrics to OBGYN. And so let's say for 5 years, I want to work with kids. And the next 5 years, I can change and work into like colon rectal if I wanted to. And so it really gives you a lot of flexibility. The next question I have here is, did you get into PA school your first application cycle? Yes, I did. I got into PA school my first application cycle. And so I gotta say I am very blessed and very lucky, and I feel very honored to be accepted during my first application cycle because I understand that there are a lot of applicants out there that might try, 2 or 3 times. And I think what led to that decision was that very prepared. I think that my essay was strong. After so many drafts, I sent my drafts, you guys heard the story, right? But I've sent my drafts to so many people, to the PAs that I was shadowing, to my cousins, my family. I think I was also very involved during my undergrad. I was involved with a lot of clubs. I was on board for some of those clubs. I think I shadowed a variety of PAs. Overall, I think all of those things really showed that I was prepared to be a physician assistant, which I am, and I'm ready. And so I'm excited for this journey, you guys. The next question I have here is from Alex, and it is through my email, so feel free to email me your questions if you guys are hesitant. So the question is, I was actually wondering about the application process and interview for Stony Brook. All right, so the application process is first through CASPA, and Stony Brook will then send you a supplemental application. So make sure to fill out those two, and then you just submit it to the school. As for the interview process, what I would tell you is that the interview is a 2-on-1. And so it's 2 faculty members interviewing one candidate. And so I think that is a good starting point on how you should prepare for your interviews. I think you should definitely search up interview questions, because doing that with your family members can really hone your interviewing skills. My last question I have here is from Rebecca. She asked, when did you start writing your personal statement? So I started writing my personal statement the year before it was due. And so, okay, let me break this down. So what happens was the CASPA application opens up around May or June. And so I submitted the first week of June. And so I knew that I had to write my essay like 6 months in advance. And so I actually started writing my essay in December, I wanna say. I wrote it during my winter break. Yeah, I wrote it during my winter break. And so I gave myself 6 months to work on my personal statement. All right, you guys, I really enjoyed answering your questions. Hopefully my answers will help you guys out on your path in becoming a physician assistant. Feel free to ask me any questions on my social media, in my email, which is right below. My name is Patrick, and as always, make sure to go out there and be a winner.